Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. I've had a good weekend. Apologies for last night, 9 o'clock stream for everybody who was waiting for that. I had a house full. It was my nephew's birthday. He turned 7 yesterday. So yeah, I had loads of friends, family over and stuff like that. And it was just way too noisy to attempt to try and do a stream. So yeah, apologies for that. But I will be doing my 9 o'clock stream as normal tonight, as I have a nice chilled house today, as I'm the only person in it right now. so yeah, it's all good. It is all good. Good afternoon to everybody in the chat. Good afternoon, DJ Fury. Hope you're well, my friends. Good afternoon, J Telex 7. Asim Hussein says, nice shirt. Do you know what? Actually, on the shirt, right? Yeah, on the shirt, I tell you what, the quality of this shirt is so much better than the Puma shirts. It just feels better. It feels like it's better quality. The Puma ones just felt like cheap crap. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do like the kit. I'll be honest with you, I do like it. Very, very nice. And you never know, I might even visit Rwanda one day. All jokes aside, Rwanda is actually beautiful. I watched something for all the people that have heard this before, just go like that. I watched the Ellen show. It was on TV a couple of weeks ago, and she's got a sanctuary or something over in Rwanda, and she was actually walking through the jungle, literally like with the monkeys and stuff like that, like literally like silverbacks just walking straight past her. And like me and my missus have always wanted to go to Kenya and do a safari and stuff like that. But I might actually go to Rwanda. So yeah, all jokes aside about Rwanda, I might actually go there. Good afternoon, VP. I hope America's well, my friends. I hope you're well. Nice shirt. Thank you. Thank you very much. Are you going to get the away and the third kit? The third kit is very nice, says Buenos Aires Guna. I might actually go to Buenos Aires one day as well. Brazil and Argentina are places I've always wanted to visit. But in relation to your question, mate, the blue kit, the third kit, I think it is, mate, that's stunning. Absolutely stunning. If that is genuinely the kit, and now I've got no reason not to believe it, because obviously this one got leaked and it turned out to be the kit. So I've got no reason to doubt the other two of the kits. The yellow one for me was a big disappointment. I think that's the worst out of the three. But yes, I will be getting all three of them. Watching from Republic of Ireland. Nice one, Luke. Thank you. Hope you're well, mate. Daniel DeCosta says, Lee, we will miss out on Tierney. Why aren't we just paying what is needed to get the deal over the line? I don't know, to be honest with you. His agent spoke to BBC Scotland and basically said that, you know, eventually he is going to go, but he doesn't want to go. And the Celtic are valuing him at X amount. And, you know, if Arsenal and Napoli come in and hit that, then he will go. And eventually he does want to go and better himself and make himself a better player. So he does want to stay. Let's be real. He's a Celtic fan. Why would he want to leave Celtic? He's a Celtic fan. He's playing for his boyhood club. But at the same time, the way the agent worded it was all like, it was quite PR-ish, you know. It was well, he doesn't want to go, but if Celtic sort of take the money, then he's got no choice to go and this and that. To be honest, I think it's just a PR game. I think we'll get him. I think it's already done. I think it's now a case of longing it out, try and make out that Tierney wants to stay, while Celtic are going to be, you know, taking the money and forcing him out so he don't look the bad guy. Because let's be real here, right? He is going to get a lot of fallout if he leaves Celtic. Celtic fans are going to be in his DMs. They're going to be harassing him, abusing him, money grabber, this and that. Yeah, you said you were Celtic. You're not Celtic. How can you leave? He's going to get dog's abuse. So I think that he knows that. I do think he wants to come, regardless of what his agent says. I do think he does want to come. But I think it's a case of playing the PR game so it looks like Celtic drove him out rather than him saying he wants to go. Because I think he does want to come. But when you're a cult hero, which he is, and when you're a Celtic fan, which he is, you know, it's not easy to leave that club. We see with Steven Gerrard years back when he was about to join Chelsea, he was getting death threats, people turning up at his house. and he very quickly changed his mind. So, you know, football fans are very, very territorial and very fickle. You know, if a player leaves, he's a snake. If he don't leave and he comes to us and like he leaves another club, oh, he's a hero. He left Tottenham to come to us. But if he leaves to go to Man United, he's a snake. And, you know, that's how football works, I suppose. But in terms of Tierney, I think we have got it done. I think that it's going to be announced this week. That's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, we shall see. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. And, you know, that could be for a lot of things, a lot of reasons. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see what happens in the next coming week. And hopefully, he is an Arsenal player next week, because we go on to a pre-season tour very soon, and we have only signed Martinelli right now, so we need to get some players on the books. We need to get some players out of the club. We need to strengthen the squad. Stellar Fund, thank you very much. Afternoon, Sandy. But yeah, we need to strengthen the squad. We need to get players out of the club. We need to basically sort the team out, you know, and get rid of some of these players that are nowhere near good enough for the club. You know, we all know who they are: the Mustafis, the Ozils, the Xhakas, Mkhitaryan. There's reports going around that he's linked with Sevilla. I don't know how true that is, but 200 grand a week is a lot of money to pay a player. And if we get rid of Ozil and Mickey, then that's 550 grand a week saved. That's 2.2 million a month. Let that sink in. 2.2 million on two players. That ain't that great. Evening Lee, just woke up to catch this. 8 till 8 again. Do you think it's good that a player concerned how the fans view him, especially days with their ego? Do you think it's good that a player is concerned about how the fans view him, especially these days? Well, right, I didn't read that right. Do you know what, Harvey? Thanks for your donation as well, mate. And I'll be honest with you, right? Listen, if you've grown up in Glasgow and you've grown up a Celtic fan and you are idolised, you're one of them. You're in the crowd. You're taking selfies when you're winning a treble. You're in the crowd taking pictures with them. And then all of a sudden, you're linked with a massive move to the Premier League. You're moved to Arsenal. It's very, very easy for you to get sucked in by that. It's very easy for you to go, oh, wow, it's the Premier League. Yeah, let's be real. It's not Celtic and Rangers from back in the day. It's Celtic and Rangers are playing catch up. So Celtic could probably win it again next season. It might be a bit closer than this season, but they'll probably win it again. So does he stay and do 10 in a row? Or does he come to the Premier League when he may not get another chance to come to the Premier League? So I think it's a good thing that he realises that there's going to be massive backlash, and he realises that, you know, the fans are going to kick off. If he leaves, he's going to get dogs abuse. Let's have that right. And knowing Arsenal, we'll probably end up getting Celtic in the Europa League at some point, and it'll just be carnage. But I think he does have a right to sort of think about that. Listen, players look on social media every single day of the week, and, you know, direct messaging or leaving comments on a Wobie or Xhaka's Instagram is just a joke. You know, quote tweeting a footballer and having some banter, cool. Putting it on Insta and saying, like, giving them death threats or telling them they're shit. They see that, and I think it's a bit out of order at times. Like, some people go too far. You know, like, when you're stalking some, like, footballers' misses and stuff like that, it's like, come on, man, you're going too far now. But yeah, I do think that you know, the fact that Tierney does probably care what the Celtic fans think is testament to him. And do you know what, right? That means that if he comes to Arsenal, he'd do the same, I think. You know, obviously he wouldn't have that affection to the club like he has Celtic, because it's not his club, but he's paid to do a job. He's a young kid. He's 22. He's a humble kid. And, you know, if he comes to Arsenal, I'm adamant he'll give 110% every week. Sergio, thanks for your donation, mate. Morning, Lee, watching you at work. Did you see Torreira is in Cancun? He must be getting as drunk as you did. Bruv, Cancun was messy, man. I'm telling you. It was messy. That was ridiculous. But a stunning place in the world, man. Beautiful beaches and that, man. So, yeah, it was really good. But, yeah, I did see him on his Instagram, him and his missus on the beach. Dennis says he is staying. Well, we shall see in 5 weeks' time. We shall see in 5 weeks' time whether he's staying. I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, we never know what's going on in the transfer window because we're not privy to that information. But at the same time, so many deals get close to happening and then they fall through at the last minute for whatever reason. And, you know, we don't get to hear about all of that. So, yeah, we don't get to see about that. The Mesut Ozil deal, when we got him from Real Madrid, Tottenham didn't even know that was happening. We had to keep that a secret from Tottenham, otherwise they weren't going to sell Gareth Bale. So, you know, all these things go on behind the scenes that we don't get any knowledge of until years down the road. So sometimes we just got to take everything with a pinch of salt, and sometimes we've got to, oh, it is actually the real Chig, because there's a fake going around. Good afternoon, Chig. The real Gooner Eagle Eye. And thanks again, VP. But yeah, sometimes we just got to take stuff with a pinch of salt. And sometimes you've got to say, do you know what? You know, everyone can say, oh, just pay the money, pay the money. Well, maybe we have paid the money. Maybe the deal's done and we've been all in agreement that we long it out for another week to appease the Celtic fans and make it look like Celtic have forced him out rather than him wanting to go. So you know, we don't know this. I'm sure we'll find out in 5-10 years' time or something stupid that, you know, we probably did have a deal wrapped up for a player and it fell out back end, or we did have a deal wrapped up 2 weeks before. The Martinelli deal, he had his medical a week before we announced it. So who's to say Kieran Tierney ain't had a medical? We don't know that, do we? So, you know, Mesut Ozil had his medical in Munich and it was announced a week later. So we don't know. You know, all these things happen in football that we don't get any knowledge of. So, you know, I think everyone's just losing their shit right now. And listen, this week coming up is the big week. If we don't sign anybody before we fly out to America, then questions need to be answered, because we've then wasted 7 weeks. I can deal with the first couple of weeks, the first month. You know, June, I've always said June's not the month you go and buy players. It's always July. July is when most of the things happen. And then there's a few deals go through in August, like deadline day and stuff like that. But July is the month. And if we fly out to America without signing anyone, then there's questions that need answering. Rumour has it Klopp wants Nicolas Pepe. What are your thoughts on that? Thanks for your donation, Rabba. I hope you're well, mate. I think that you're stacked in that position already. So what does that mean for the players you've got? Or is that just going to be backup for the bench? Because he ain't good enough to start for Liverpool, not with Salah, Mane and Firmino. No way is he starting games for Liverpool. So I don't know. I don't think he's worth the 70 million price bracket, though. I'll tell you that for nothing. But we shall see. Listen, it's silly season. These transfer windows, everyone gets linked with everyone. So, you know, if you actually work out the percentage of players we get linked to that we actually sign, excuse me, then it's probably about 1%. So, yeah. The Duff says, how are the donations, Lee? Because of those super chats ain't worth shit, bro. You commented on my video earlier, yeah? You're boring, bruv. Yeah? You sound very bitter and jealous. I might have to... In fact, you're very naughty. I'm going to put you on timeout. Go on the timeout step, naughty boy. Bellend. There are a lot of fake chigs going around right now. There is. There is a lot of chigs going around. There's a lot of them. I've had to block about 3 or 4 of you, Chig. So you're obviously doing something right. When people are trying to impersonate you, bruv, that's a form of flattery. So keep doing what you're doing, man. I've always said, if you get people impersonating you or you get haters, yeah, then you're doing something right, because it doesn't matter what you do in your life, what you say. If you put it on social media, somebody's going to have a level of hate against it. So, for example, I could tweet out Mesut Ozil's the best number 10 of a generation. I'm going to get bombarded with abuse. I could tweet out Mesut Ozil's the worst number 10 of a generation. I'll get bombarded with abuse. So do you know what? How about do what the fuck makes you happy? Yeah, that's all I do. I say what I see. If people agree with it, sweet. If they don't, jog on. You ain't affecting my life. Guna Fake Eye. Yeah, it is Guna Fake Eye. Penalty to USA women. I don't even know the final. Is that the final, is it? I see Alex Iwobi scored. Haters are going to hate on that one. Get the Stella out the fridge. Do you know what, VP? I've got no Stella in my fridge. No Stella. Football fan chat. There are a few fake Robbie accounts, bro. There's a few fake every accounts. I've had about 3 or 4 of me. Chig's getting a few. Robbie's got a few. There's a few a.f.c, and I've always said it's a good form of flattery. You know, if you want to copy something and you want to replicate something and set up exactly the same thing in your name, in the name of the person you're trying to replicate, then cool, crack on, man. Like I said, people ain't affecting my life. My life's good right now, man. Next Saturday I'll go on holiday. So yeah, it's all good, man. I'm healthy, and I've got a roof over my head, so life's good. Banks beer from Barbados is the best beer, says Shamar Motley. Do you know what? One day, brother, I will come to Barbados and we will share a Shanks beer. A Banks beer, not Shanks beer. So yeah, we'll drink a Banks beer in Barbados one day. Another place I've always wanted to go to, just never got around to doing it. I've got a whole list like that long, yeah, of all these places I want to go. But it's all about doing it, and it's all about you know, financing it as well. So yeah, it's the final today of the Women's World Cup. Who are they playing? Who are America got? Kunja Jumbo says, I love you, Lee. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. It's always nice to hear nice words. Watching from Uganda. Thank you, Aaron. Hope Uganda's well. They've got Holland in the final. Okay. Watching the Cricket World Cup. No, I'm not, Kartik. I'm not watching it. I don't watch cricket, mate. Watching from Malaysia. Another place I've never been. Lee, is Barcelona in Italy? Do you know what? Anyone who hasn't seen that clip, Tom, yeah, I swear. Barcelona is apparently in Italy, according to the absolute trollops that are on Love Island, that are all dappy and don't have a clue about geography. Have you been to Dubai? Says Rickin. I haven't been to Dubai, but I am going in December, so I'm looking forward to that one. Can't wait to get out there, if I'm being honest. Did you see Messi red card? Did he get a red card for that? I see him sort of flick out at, was it Gary Medel? And then Gary Medel sort of went to push his head on him, and it was a little bit of handbags, really. Did they both get sent off for that? I didn't see what happened afterwards. I just I see the clip on Twitter earlier. Is cricket as deathly dull as it seems? Do you know what, right? Test cricket, yeah, 5-day test cricket, mate, I swear that is so boring. 2020 cricket's not too bad, but I must admit the last time I watched it was about 3 years ago. If it's on TV, I just flick past it if there's something better on. So yeah, I don't really watch it. But 2020, do you know what? I wouldn't mind going to cricket one day to watch it live. I think it'd be better if you watch it live rather than watching it on TV. Playing cricket is good. Yeah, only if you can hit the ball, mate. Yeah, because it's boring standing out in the field waiting for the ball to come to you to try and catch it. It's not all about that life. It's all about being the batter, the batsman. I think a wicket keeper would be a good one. You can jump around and bounce around all over the place for that one. Make it look good and spectacular with the dives and all that. Good afternoon, Che Tivoli. Thank you, my friend. Respect to you as well. Do you think it's better to buy local or from other leagues? Says AH11. What do you mean, mate? Like local as in the Premier League or from abroad? If you're asking me that question, I'll go Premier League. I think, you know, this league's like unforgiving, man. People come to this league and flop. Other players come to the league and they excel. So, you know, it swallows up good players every year, man. There's players every year where you think, oh my God, how have they got him? He's going to be excellent. And they go on and do absolutely nothing. So yeah, I think Premier League gives you an advantage, but again, there's Premier League teams that have brought Premier League players that then players have flopped. The wicket keeping fund. Nearly 620 of you watching live. Please do put a like on the video. So yeah, do that ASAP for me. Let me just block this other fake Chig account. Bye-bye. And yeah, if you are new to the channel, stick a subscription on. Turn the notification bell on as well. There's different levels of notifications as well. You can have some notifications on. You can have all notifications on. So yeah, stick the notification bell on. Most importantly, though, stick notifications on your phone. on YouTube. So go to your YouTube, go to settings on your iPhone or Android, go to settings, go to YouTube, click on it, and there's a little slider for notifications. Over 500 of nearly 5,000 people that have got my notifications on haven't done it on their phone. So you will miss out. Chig, you've got admirers, bruv, I'm telling you. I find it funny, man. Don't stress, bruv. Just laugh at it, man. Make a better background. One day I will have a green screen here, man, and I'll probably be sat at the Emirates or something with a latte, a skinny latte, and call myself Tarquin. What do you reckon? I think that'd be a good plan. But yeah, I am. Obviously, I'm going on holiday. As soon as I get back off holiday, I'm gonna like invest in a camera and stuff like that, so then I can go mobile, go out and about, rather than recording off an iPhone when I'm out. So then when I do podcasts and stuff like that, it'll be a proper camera rather than doing it off a phone. So that's going to happen when I get back off holiday. I've spoke to the person involved for the first podcast. He's not available this week coming. So that's going to be an end of July when I get back off holiday, unfortunately. I'm a bit gutted about it, if I'm being honest, but I wanted that person on first. So I'm not going to change it up. I still want him on first. So yeah, get some memorabilia in the background. Don't get a green screen. It's your channel. Do what you want. Do you know what? I've always thought about green screen though, right? Because you can do so much stuff with it, right? And you know, everyone hangs an Arsenal shirt behind them or has a picture of an ex-player or something behind them. And I think, like, listen, whilst everyone's different and they can all do what they want, I just think it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's not for me. I'll say that. I'd rather not have 3 or 4 T-shirts hanging up in the background. I'd rather have something a bit different. But the good news is as well, is the graphics are back. I got that sorted yesterday. I didn't have time to sell it up today, but maybe for 9 o'clock that'll be back. Worst ways, I'll sell it up for tomorrow. So that is all back. Will the real Chig please stand up? What players do you think we will sign, says Ahmed Amur? I think we will sign Tierney. I think we will probably sign Saliba and probably loan him back out. And I think we'll sign Ryan Fraser. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Ask Goldbridge for advice on a green screen. Mate, that guy's the master of green screen. 1 minute he's sat in a manager's office, the next minute he's somewhere else. And like, yeah, man. How highly do you rate Zaha? I know if you get fouled for a penalty, you get an assist. Palace got 11 penalties last season. It makes me wonder about him. No doubt he is good, but 60 million versus Fraser. That's the thing, Rich, yeah? And thanks for your comment, mate, right? How many of them penalties did Wilfried Zaha win last season? Because take 10 assists last season, take that off. Yes, you've got to win the penalty. I get that. It's like he's going to do a bit of skill and try and win the penalty. But some of them penalties were dives. As we know as Arsenal fans, they were dives. So, listen, VAR is going to wrangle out a lot of these players next season for what they are, and he's one of them. I don't rate him highly. I think he's massively overhyped. Thoughts on Alberto Moreno? He's a free agent. Yes, plain, there is a reason for that, and that's because he's shit. I don't want him. I don't want him at Arsenal. I'd rather keep Monreal than have him. Don't copy Goldbridge's set. He looks like an absolute giant head behind a tiny laptop. Entertaining guy, though. Do you know what, right? Listen, I wouldn't copy a setup or anything like that, right? Obviously, I'll do my own thing, yeah? Put my own spin on it, yeah? Right? But I must admit, yeah, that guy, some of the stuff that geezer comes out with has me in stitches. I love watching his channel, right? I don't support United, as we all know. I'm an Arsenal fan, right? But it's always nice sometimes to watch other fan channels and just see what they say. And some of the stuff, when he does his 8 o'clock streams at night, I'm in stitches. Some of the stuff, he goes off on a little story and compares stuff like football stuff to outside world light stuff. And it's just so funny, some of the crap he comes out with. And he don't even realise how funny he is, which makes it even funnier. Man United have a 25% sell-on clause. That's why Palace are demanding so much, says FIFA Reds. I agree with that, mate. I think they're trying to compensate for that. I think they're trying to get it into the mix so they can still make a lot of money out of it. Excuse me. But I think they're trying to get new owners as well. And obviously selling Wan-Bissaka don't help. And then selling Zaha ain't going to help them try and get new owners or investors into the club. Messi called the Copa America corrupt. Did he really? Go on, Messi. When Messi speaks, everyone has to listen, mate, because that's the profile he's got. He called it corrupt. Jesus Christ. That's some strong words there, mate. Thanks for your donation as well, Harvey. Appreciate that, mate. The yellow kit is lit, in my opinion. Watching from New Jersey. Thanks for the awesome content. Is Koscielny leaving? Thank you, Temi. Appreciate that, mate. I think Koscielny will leave. I think he'll be gone by the end of the transfer window. I think he'll probably go back to France. And good luck to him. Listen, I don't think he can cut it anymore. He done well at the back end of the season. I thought he was fantastic, but I think he put a hell of a lot into that, and his body just can't cut it anymore, man. Zaha or Pepe? I'd go Zaha over Pepe because I don't think Pepe's that great. He's good, but I don't think he's as good as Zaha. But I don't rate Zaha that highly. So yeah, man. For the amount of money either of them would go for, you could buy 3 players for that. You look like Monreal. Thanks for that, mate. I get told I look like Peter Crouch as well, and Joe Root, and Russell Howard. That's another one. Jesus Christ. Lozano or Zaha. See, now you're talking, Zakir. Lozano all day long, bruv. Are you watching the Female World Cup? No, I'm doing a stream on YouTube, mate. I'm talking to you guys. Congrats on 20K. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Port HD. Appreciate that. Don't laugh at the Russell Howard one. I get told that all the time, mate. Seriously. You look like Russell Howard. I get stopped in the street. Are you Russell Howard? No, I'm not. Iwobi needs to play as a number 8, says Lundbergkamp. Shut up, Chig. I don't look like Joe Root. Joker, man. As for Iwobi, has everyone seen his goal? He scored a sick goal last night, or whenever it was. I see it on Twitter today. Cool as a cucumber. Just slotted it in, straight in the centre of the goal. Bosh, one touch, let it roll across his body, one touch straight in. But yeah, I think he should play in central midfield. Asim says, are you going to America to watch the pre-season? No, mate, I'm going to Spain on Saturday. I'm gutted because I wanted to go, and I looked into it. It was relatively cheap when Arsenal announced the tour dates. So I looked into it, and it was quite cheap for all the internal flights. But obviously, the longer it's gone on, the more expensive it's got. And then when I told my missus I wanted to go, she was like, "Oh, we're in Spain." I was like, "Okay, I can't go then." And then she was like, "No, you can still go if you want." But I thought, nah, nice little family holiday to Spain rather than go and watch Arsenal. I'm going to be ripping my hair out all season, so I need time to relax. Havertz or Lozano, says Kunjambu. I would go with Havertz over Lozano because I think he is going to be world class in the next couple of years, mate. 660 people watching live. Please do put a like on the video if you're enjoying the content. Let's do a couple more minutes and I'll get myself out of it. I will be back at 9 o'clock. Central mid is Iwobi's destiny, but he needs to improve his passing. Couldn't agree more, Chig. I think his passing is a little bit slack at times. But he does all the hard things very easily, and the easy things he does really hard. Like, just makes it look stupid. So he needs to sharpen up. Graham Potter, that's another one I get told. I look like the Graham Potter, the ex-Ostersund manager. How's life, says FK Khan. My life's great, thank you very much, mate. Really enjoying my life right now, to be honest. You look like Delit. Jesus Christ. You lot are mad. That's like nearly 20 people we've named that I look like. Maybe they look like me. They were all born after me. Gary Cahill or Lovren. Says Malone 02. I'd go with Cahill over Lovren, mate. Don't want Lovren anywhere. I don't want either of anywhere near Arsenal. Graham Potter. I swear I'm going to block the real chick in a minute. Yeah. Love you, man. Well, listen, if you ain't subscribed to Guna Eagle Eye, go and click on his icon. It is the real one. Guna_Eagle_I1. That is the legit one. Go and put a subscription on for him. Stick the bell on for him. Give him a little boost on his channel right now. You're welcome, chick. Don't worry, man. Can I play centre back? No, I was more of a goal hanging striker, mate. I didn't like doing the donkey work. I was a young Mesut Ozil when I was a footballer. I used to just mince around the pitch, like pretending to track back. Whereabouts in Spain are you going? I'm going to a place called Torres Costa. It's not far from Marbella. It's actually not far from Malaga. So yeah, it's not far from Malaga. A mate of mine lives out there. My girlfriend's nan lives out there, which is where we're going. And then I'm going to go and meet up with my mate out there as well for a day. So yeah, it's all good. He came and met me when we played against Atletico away. He came out to Madrid, drove out to Madrid or got a train or whatever, and we had a few drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, it was wicked, man, in the town square. I live in Marbella if you ever fancy a pint. Happy days, Adam. Nice one, man. Marbella is really nice as well, mate. So yeah, I'm going out next Saturday, mate. So I'll still be doing my streams and that. And yeah, man, I can't remember the exact place that my mate lives, but I think it might be Port of Banús actually. I'm not sure, but can't remember. But yeah, just follow me, man. And if I'm around and about, we'll have a pint, man. You look like the guy from a.f.c. in some of the post-game interviews. You joker, man. Is the kit for true to size? Thank you, Dean, for that. I appreciate that. And do you know what, right? Everyone was banging on about the kit and it's going to be like, it's massive and it doesn't fit and this and that is too big. This is a medium, right? And the medium fits absolutely perfect. So yeah, I think the kit does fit perfect. Yeah, Adam, just DM me on Insta, mate. Yeah, because that comment's going to go soon, mate. So in fact, it's gone. So yeah, just DM me on Insta, mate. But yeah, just coming back to the kit, it's a medium that I wear, and it's absolutely fine. It's not too big, it's not too baggy, it's not too small. It doesn't come up small or tight in certain areas. So yeah, I think it's good, man. How tall are you? So I know the kit fits. I'm about 5'10", 5'11". But yeah, I normally wear medium anyway, in most t-shirts. So yeah, it's a perfect fit. Do you think the price is right for the kit? Says Alec Hodgson. The price is the price, mate. People can choose to pay for it or choose not to pay for it. So, you know, it's only expensive if you can't afford it. That's how I see it. So, you know, if you can afford it, then it's not expensive, is it? So, you know, some people can't afford it. Some people can afford it. That's up to the individual. But I don't know. I don't know is the honest answer. If you get a name on the back, then that's completely different. This top was 60 quid. So if you have a name on the back, it ends up being a lot more money than without a name on the back. So yeah, I don't know. But I was always taught if you can't, it's only expensive if you can't afford it. So if you can afford it, you can afford it. I'm going to get Lee Gunner on the back of mine. Joker, man. Right, I'm going to get myself out of here. Mine's a medium. Mine's a medium. But yeah, I'm going to get myself out of here. Thank you to over 650 that were watching live at one point. Thank you to over 600 still watching live. Do stick a like on the video. Go to my Insta, DM LS for live stream, L for Lee, S for stream. DM me if you're not following me. I will follow you back. It might not be immediately that I follow you back. Don't panic. I will follow you back. And anyone who keeps spamming me, seriously, stop. It's annoying. My phone just going beep, beep, beep every 2 minutes. Yeah, when I get a chance, I will answer the DMs. If I don't get a chance for 2 days, it's because I'm busy. But yeah, man, thanks to everyone who's watched. Thanks to everyone who's liked, subscribed, shared the content, commented, donated. Really appreciate it all. I will be back at 9 o'clock tonight. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Laters, peeps.